Hey everybody, welcome back to Grit and Grind. So as you can tell, there's a lot of snow out here. And probably a good 5 inches or so, maybe 6, that we have to get through. It is actively snowing, but we got places to be. So before I can do anything, I gotta clean off these cars and fix in here a little bit and over there where I can't get with the tractor. So let's get some of this pulled back so that way we can get to that after it warms up. We'll come out, we'll get this cleaned up pretty quick. It wants to go. There we go. If you like this content, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. An old broom really is a wonderful thing for cleaning off cars. And it is a brisk, about 11 degrees outside right now. So it is cold. And like I said, it's actively snowing still. Gloves are useful. Definitely should have put them on before I started any of this. All right. So now that we got this in the middle, and we can come straight out, we got away from the vehicles. You can push straight out with this. Tractor should be warmed up. It's been running for about 10 to 15 minutes. And we can get to the fun stuff now. Because shoveling isn't fun. Don't care what people say. But it is a workout. Four-wheel drive enabled. Park and brake off. All right, so we are officially on the tractor. Whew. It's slick out here. Definitely slick. Need to clear a path first to get down to, because we're just sliding sideways. Whew. Yeah, it's a slick one. Let's see what we can do here. Ugh.
I didn't say it in the video, but leave it in the comments below if you caught how I am a massive idiot.
There we go. Much better. Okay. So again, see if we can clear more of a spot to work with. There we go. Scrape in between the cars a little better. We're just working in a medium range here, not putting too much strain on the tractor. The difference between two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. Thank God I have the four-wheel drive. Long push here to the back. Using our float control. See what we can do about the end of the driveway here. Try and get this back without getting into the street, if I can avoid it. Car coming. We'll wait for that to go by. Good for another quick pass before a car comes. Okay. Now we got quite a bit out, but there's a couple of windrows. So let's do something about that real quick. A little bit of windrowing is fine. A lot of windrow, not so much. And I know you guys can't tell, but I am freezing out here. Ooh. Okay. Stack it up. And I'm pushing pretty far into my yard just because as the snow falls, I need to be able to push it back. And if it's super hard packed, you know, there's only so much we can do about that. It's a little slower than the Skidster, admittedly, but it still works pretty good. I just can't control multiple functions really at the same time, where I could curl and lift up or boom down at the same time with the skidster without losing any sort of function issues. Can't really do that with the tractor. They both slow down. So we're relegated to kind of one function at a time, but that's okay. We're powering through. And I'm having a ton of fun. It's nice being self-reliant on some of these things. My neighbor was nice enough to plow it for the last few years, but I'm trying to give back a little bit, and I'll help him if need be. But for right now, we're doing our own, because I see he plowed his. Making pretty good work of the driveway. Yeah. See my truck back there. I don't typically need it too much in the winter unless it gets super bad out. Then of course I'll use it to drive around just to get point A to point B, but for right now I don't really need to do that because my car's working out okay. If I need the four-wheel drive, I'll grab it, but a little bit more. This is the one thing about the shuttle shift versus hydrostat that people often ask about. And for doing this particular task, would the hydrostat be better? Yeah, but for a lot of the other stuff, the hydrostat robs power to your PTO, so that's why I decided to go with this. So that I don't have that issue. And I do have a blade that I bought when I bought this machine. However, it won't fit in my garage nicely if I have that blade on here because we're just too long. So make it do with just the bucket, and that's all right. There's worse things in the world. There are definitely worse things in the world. So if these all sound like complaints, I'm just letting you know honestly. So if you want to get a tractor and do this, you can make your own decisions. I do like it. I wouldn't trade it. Wouldn't trade having this set up. And I do have some plans for this. Next year. And some attachments like maybe a brush hog that I might have picked up to make some jobs a little easier and also expand my potential jobs. We're definitely looking pretty good here. It's not perfect, but I don't need it to be. This will definitely be good for what we're doing. So I'm gonna push this out and then maybe make a path down to my truck just in case, but I do get a little bit nervous. It's a concrete driveway underneath, and what I don't want to do is get to a point where I can't get this out. So we're just gonna take our time and kind of put her down there because it doesn't pick up on camera, but this is a decent slope. So last thing I want to do is get stuck and run into my truck or something like that. So we're just nice and slow petering along like that. Widen this out a little bit. Whew. And that's what happens when you don't trim branches and you get into later in the year when the snow starts to get on them. Snow starts to get on them and they sag like that. Woo! Right up and over. Okay. Whew. So let's clear out a little bit of the front here. We got a little bit of a windrow. I'm just gonna ease right up into the truck. Back up like so. Do it again. Ease up, just idling right in there. Just like that. Oh, yeah. Much better. Much better. So, I'm just gonna go do a quick little inspection and then I'll pick you guys back up. All right, guys, so as you can tell, that's going to wrap this up. I am covered in snow. So is the machine, so I'm going to have to make sure to brush that off. But it's about 50 degrees inside the garage, so it should melt off here in a little bit. And I do have a center drain pretty much right below me. So that's good, but I'll brush this off a little bit to give it a head start, especially operator station. Let me know in the comments below, how do you think that LS tractor did? Remember, this is a 2025 LSMT 242. It is not hydrostatic. It is the shuttle, so we're clutching for forward and reverse in all of our gears. I like it. A little bit slower for doing, loader work, kind of like that. But when it comes to PTO power, you get a lot more with this. So that's the good thing. So let me know in the comments below if you like this kind of content, what you guys want to see. Do you want me to do more of a review on this tractor? Do you want other stuff? I know somebody in a couple of my previous videos mentioned they want to get more stump grinder content, and I wish I could bring it to you, but as you can see from outside, we're not grinding in Western New York right now. But don't worry, I will get you more next year. I heard you guys. But if you like this, share with a friend, share for whoever you think would be a good person to watch it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content.